What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Horseshoe. My name is Matt, and today I'm going to be giving you my way too early predictions for the Colts season this year for at least the first 4 weeks. Now, before I do that, if you're new, please click that subscribe button. It would be awesome if you did that, and it would help a lot. Also, click the bell icon so you're notified when a video goes up, as well as when we go live on here. If you like the video, smack that like button and let me know in the comments below on your thoughts on what you expect the Colts to show, and give me a record prediction for the first 4 weeks. Now, I get it. Season doesn't start till September. It's totally fine. However, it's going to be busy in July and August, I'm assuming. So I would rather give my predictions out now. That way you guys know what I'm expecting this year rather than waiting and then just not being able to get to it. So that's why I'm doing it now. Also, not going to do the entire schedule. It's way too much. 17 games would make for a very long video, and I don't think you guys want to stick around for 30, 40 minutes as I give you guys my reasons. I think you would prefer that 10-minute area. That's what you would prefer anyway. So we're going to be doing week 1, week 4, and we're going to start out with Seattle. Season does not start easy at all. The Seahawks are a really good team. I'm just happy that we're not playing in Seattle because those fans just add something to the atmosphere, and they just add to the game in general, and they make Seattle better in general. So I'm glad we're not playing there. I'm glad we're playing in Indianapolis. Now, Seattle, they have a really good team. The pass rush may not be the greatest. It did improve, but it may not be the greatest. However, the secondary is what I'm a little more worried about because they do have some ballers out there like Adams. That is very true. Also, you have one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL with Russell Wilson. He's going to go out there. He's going to get his numbers. He's going to try to play hero ball. You also have a great receiving group there with DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. So this is a really good team all around. However, for me, I do feel like the Colts have the better all-around team, right? I'll give you quarterback and I'll give you receiver, Seattle. I'll give you that. Receiver is barely, too, because, I need to see what Paris Campbell does and Pittman does. If they ball out, there you go. If not, you guys got the win. However, like I said, besides those two, I think everywhere else Indy is better at when it comes to playing because I'll take Jonathan Taylor over your running backs. I'll take the Colts running back room over your running back room, Seattle. I'll take the offensive line in Indy over Seattle's offensive line. I'll take the tight ends in Indy over the tight ends in Seattle. I'll take the defense in Indy over the defense in Seattle, especially the front seven, right? I'll take that defensive line over Seattle's defensive line. Same with secondary. So really, I feel like besides with two aspects, and granted, one is a very important position, right, with quarterback. Besides two, though, the Colts are better everywhere else. They really are. So I think it's going to be a really good game. And it's going to be because of Russell Wilson. He's going to play hero ball. However, to me, I think Indy wins this game. I think it's going to be a really close game. And to me, this is going to be a very important game for Carson Wentz because if Carson Wentz goes out there and just lays an egg and stinks, he might be done in a few weeks, depending on how he looks. He really could be. I don't expect that, but that could be a possibility. That's why this is a huge game for him. Also, this could prove, hey, I am good. I don't stink like a lot of you fans say I do. I'm actually good. You know what I mean? So this is a very important game for Carson, I believe, because this will show us what to expect from Carson this year. If Carson Wentz looks awful, you got to ask yourselves, do we go with Jacob Eason? When do we go with him? Marcus Brady seems happy with him. So there's that they're going to have to consider. And that's if he stinks. I don't expect it. I think he's going to play well in this game. I think he could play very well. But it's a very important game for him. But like I said, I think defensive line is better in Indy. I like the secondary more in Indy. The offense overall, I think, is better in Indy outside of like quarterback and receiving end. But I still believe this is the better team. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to give Indy the win. Prediction score-wise, I'm going to go 31-21. 31-21. Colts win. Now we go to week 2. Week 2 is a game I was hoping would be anybody else but the Rams. I was really hoping because Eric Fisher is going to be out for 4 to 6 weeks probably. So I'm hoping, that's what I was hoping anyway, that we would have Jacksonville week 2, or we would have the Jets week 2, somebody like that. Not the Rams. Rams, great defense. All right. Great offense too, like a really good offense. To me, I felt like the one thing that was holding the Rams back from really like becoming what they could become in the future was the quarterback position. And I'm not going to put the blame on Jared Goff in that situation. I think it's good that he's out of there. Now he gets a fresh start. Maybe he turns things around in Detroit. We'll have to find out. But once they got Matthew Stafford, who I 100% believe is better than Jared Goff, everybody, I think, pretty much agrees with that, but a selective few. Um, I feel like Matthew Stafford is the piece they needed. They're ready to go. So for week 2, I'm actually going to give the Colts a loss in this game. I feel like the Rams will win this game, but it could also depend on Stafford if he stinks. I don't think he's going to. I think he's going to be perfectly fine, and I think the Rams are going to be rolling and just dominating. So I'm going to give the Rams the win here. I think it's going to be a great game. I think it's going to be a close game. I just don't think Indianapolis yet has enough. Because look, we're also still getting people used to everything. Carson Wentz is still getting ready. So who knows? Maybe they play in the Super Bowl and the Colts, can win that game. Maybe. I don't know. Let's give Carson a few weeks before he is 100% ready to go. So that plays a factor into it. I think he's going to play well. I think the entire team is going to play well. I just think, you know, the Rams are the slight better team. I just think they are. So Rams will win week 2. Then we move on to week 3, and it's the Tennessee Titans. It is at Tennessee. So finally, first away game of the year against Tennessee. And I love it because usually when the Colts play at Tennessee, they win at Tennessee. It's really weird that the Colts will win at Tennessee and then Tennessee wins in Lucas Oil. I don't get it. So I'm happy that we're not going to start out 1-2 because I'm giving them the win. Now, why am I going to give them the win? Simple. I think the Colts are just the better team, plain and simple. I don't fear Tennessee's defense at all. I think Tennessee's defense is going to be a big factor into why Tennessee doesn't go far in the postseason. I think they could be a 1-out, first round exit again. So I think it's the defense. The defense has to improve. I think Ryan Tannehill is a good quarterback. I really do. He had really good numbers this past season. I think he proved a lot of people wrong. I hate saying it, but I believe it's true. I even thought this in Miami. Ryan Tannehill is not a bad quarterback. He just needed to go somewhere that can actually help him. And it ended up being Tennessee. I didn't think that was going to be the case, but it did. They also have A.J. Brown, which honestly, I'm not as worried about because their receiving weapons just isn't as great as what it was in previous years with Sanu leaving and with Corey Davis being gone. Now it's AJ, and I just don't think it's enough in the passing game for it. And with the running game, look, Derrick Henry's going to get his numbers. He's gotten his numbers in the past, and the Colts were able to beat them still. So we got to contain Derrick Henry as much as possible. But when they play the Colts, he is not the deal breaker. It's something else normally. So for me, going to go ahead. I'm going to give the win to Indianapolis, making them 2-1 as they head into the final week to play at Miami, the Dolphins. This is a very interesting game. Dolphins were very close to making the playoffs, but they lost to Buffalo. Thank you again for doing that. As a Colts fan, I greatly appreciate that, Miami. But here we go. We got Miami coming to town. Jacoby Brissett getting to have revenge on his former team. Probably not, but still. Tua. A lot of people think Tua could potentially take that jump. Will he take the jump towards being a franchise quarterback, or will he take a jump down and become Josh Rosen? Don't think that second one's going to happen, but still, you never know. I like the receiving core there. I think it got better with Jalen Waddle. I think Parker's a pretty solid guy to have there. Gesicki, I think he's a really good tight end too. Miami's defense is good. It's a good team. It's definitely the weakest of the 4 so far. Obviously it's Rams, Seahawks, Titans, and then it goes Dolphins. In this 5-game stretch, which is a very difficult 5-game stretch, Miami is the least talented team. Now, I could change my tune if, Tua comes out and just destroys everybody. Seemed like he didn't know the playbook 100%. Now he's got it down. It seems like anyway. I hope he has it down because he's going to need to have it down. But really, I feel like the Colts have the better team in general, better defense, better offense. Out of any of these games, this should be an easy win. All right, so before I sign off, I want to give you guys a recap really quick of what I believe the schedule will be through the first 4 weeks. I got a win against the Seahawks, a loss against the Rams, a win against the Titans, and a win against the Dolphins, making the Colts 3-1 to start off the season. And if they can be 3-1, I think they're in very good shape for the remainder of the season. Obviously, some difficult matchups coming up later in the year, like with Baltimore and Tampa Bay, and it's just not an easy road at the moment. Buffalo too. Let's not forget about them. So, there's some more difficult games, but this is a very difficult start to the season. But 3-1, that's my prediction. If they get there, I'm a very happy man. So thank you all for watching. If you're new, please click that subscribe button. It would help a lot if you do so. Also, click the bell icon so you're notified when a video is up, as well as when we go live. If you like this video, smack the like button and let me know in the comments below on if you agree with me or not. So thank you very much for watching. I've been Matt. I'll see you next time. Bleed blue and bye-bye. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like it, make sure you watch one of these other 2 videos. They're cool. Also, if you're new, please click the subscribe button as well as the bell icon. I greatly appreciate your support.